It's a great way to be part of the community.
It allows you to showcase so much more than what people think you do or think who you are.
So we're really showcasing everything Columbia has to offer.
I think it helped give us a good jump start with exposure.
I would for sure highly recommend that they get involved, but I would also encourage them to reach out to a business that's sponsored Showcase CoMo.
We're a diverse community. We have so much to offer in a place like this. We have extremely smart and innovative entrepreneurs that we may never know what they have to offer if we haven't been to this type of an event, because it's such a great place for everybody to be in one place at one time. The presenter suites are a perfect way for a company to have a captive audience for that period of time. It gives them a chance to not only have the booth space to show off what they have throughout the entire event, but to then also be able to have a captive audience to present maybe a specific topic, something they're launching this year, maybe something new in the industry that they're in.
Education was really the focus for what we wanted to bring to our presentation, specifically around the areas of safety and security of your private information. I would say the presentation opportunity gave us a one-on-one private setting to have really good dialogue for an extended period of time.
Your booths are what people expect. It's not something you can probably ever get away from in an expo type of an event, because it's what people come for. The booth option is great because it gives you more space. So not only do you have the table, or you could even take the table out to have that larger space and opening, but it gives you just more room to work with, more place of an area to make a real impression with what you're doing.
Showcase CoMo is great because it allows us to showcase products that people don't think we do. Showcasing things outside the box. So you call me and we have a one-on-one conversation. So we may not have a giant showroom at our office, where we have our shop, that you can come and see that. Now anybody can come by and touch and feel the material and see it, but this allows people to actually see it firsthand as, say you walk into a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you can go in there and you have all your products right in front of you. Well, we're allowed to do this at the showcase, which is really beneficial. We did a doghouse, and it was an oversized doghouse for probably a Saint Bernard or a Great Dane. A human could get in there. We had a lot of people get in it.
You may not be able to afford a booth every year, and the table gives you the option to still be at the event, still have the exposure in front of all those people, but just a little less space. You have the 6-foot table to work with. You don't have that whole large booth space necessarily, but you can still get your materials out. You can still make that impression, have the conversations, be in front of people, but at the lower investment, so that it's not a strain on some of the businesses that can't afford the bigger size of the booth.
The table option for our practice was a lot easier. It's hard to bring in a chair. It's hard to bring in dental equipment to a showcase type of experience. So for us to be able to just get the table and have our materials present. The showcase actually gave me the opportunity to be in front of potential patients. I'm usually stuck behind a desk. So getting me out there in front of people, introducing myself, introducing our business, introducing my husband as the doctor, kind of gives it the family feel and just brought everything together for us.
The walk-around vendor is probably my favorite option. It is a great way for someone to get really creative. Have a t-shirt cannon, a slingshot for bouncy balls or something, get really creative with it, because it's a perfect way for those businesses to make an impression while walking around and talking about what they have to offer.
We chose to do a sampling with a push-around cooler. So people remembered that. People have come into Eat Fit Go since the showcase to say, oh, you guys were, I saw you at the showcase pushing around the cart, your branded cart, and having samples. So we tried to make it fun, to make it more memorable.
I thought it was a really good idea because we wouldn't be sequestered to one spot. We would have the freedom to move around and see all of the vendors in addition to the attendees, because we were able to think of a concept that worked well with it. Having the sample, like she said, having the cooler, having our brand on the side of the cooler. I think because we were able to think of something creative to do with the walk around, it worked nicely.
Showcase CoMo brought us new patients. It brought us new brand awareness. We had people that called in and just said, hey, I remember talking to you at the chamber event.
I think it's important to be involved in the showcase just because of the relationships that you can develop there, whether it is with the general public or other entrepreneurs. Anytime you can do face-to-face meetings or interface with others, I just think it grows so much more in depth.
I find a lot of value in Showcase CoMo, as does the bank, in the ability to meet with people one-on-one. I think we all find it a priority to set up networking appointments or calls on prospects and clients in a scheduled way, but there's something about that informal I ran into you at that provides a lot of value for business.
To show our investment into the community. And I think that's really important. And anybody can open up a business and just, open up shop and put a sign out. But how are people going to know what you do? This is, in a sense, a way to market yourself.
This could be and should be one of the top events every business should want to attend. The Showcase CoMo is the perfect way to get anything and everything in a business, or in all the businesses in Columbia in one place all at one time. Really show off what Columbia and the surrounding areas have to offer.